Moving on now to the continuing and sordid saga of Jeffrey Epstein. Millions of files related to the investigation into the convicted sex offender were released recently. It's put a further spotlight on some of the world's most powerful and richest individuals. Fresh shadows from this cache of documents are stretching far and wide. US President Donald Trump is reportedly mentioned more than 1,000 times in the documents released on Friday, though Trump claims the latest release clears him of any wrongdoing.
And I didn't see it myself, but I was told by some very important people that not only does it absolve me, it's the opposite of what people were hoping.
There are also other figures in the latest cache of documents from Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates to tech titan Elon Musk and former British royal Andrew Mountbatten, among others. Let's start then with Bill Gates. The newly released documents have reopened old questions about his association with a convicted child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Draft emails found on Epstein's computer make explosive claims about Gates's private life, claims that are unverified and fiercely denied. Epstein alleged Gates feared he had contracted a sexually transmitted disease. He even claimed Gates sought help procuring antibiotics for his then-wife Melinda without her knowledge. Gates says the allegations are absurd and completely false. His team says the material is not proof of wrongdoing. But what about his judgment? Gates met Epstein multiple times after Epstein's 2008 conviction, private dinners, closed-door meetings, a choice Gates later called quite stupid. His association with Epstein strained his last marriage. His former wife, Melinda French Gates, said Epstein's association with Bill Gates played a role in their 2021 divorce. Next comes tech billionaire Elon Musk. The latest files show Musk emailing Epstein about visiting his private Caribbean island more than once. In 2012, Epstein asked how many people Musk would bring. Musk allegedly replied he will bring along a +1. The Tesla CEO has denied ever visiting the Epstein Island, the place where US prosecutors have now discovered that hundreds of underage girls were sexually exploited by Epstein and others. On X, Musk dismissed the disclosures as a distraction.
Nobody has fought harder for full release of the Epstein files and prosecutions of those who abused children more than I did, knowing full well that the legacy media, far-left propagandists, and those who are actually guilty would 1. Admit nothing, 2. Deny everything, 3. Make counter-accusations against me. I knew that I would be smeared relentlessly, despite never having attended his parties, or been on his Lolita Express plane, or set foot on his creepy island, or done anything wrong at all. Nonetheless, the extreme pain of being accused of being the opposite of who I am was worth it.
Well, users on social media reacted strongly. Many claim that Musk has, in the past, lied about his links with Epstein. Others called him desperate for allegedly trying to solicit an invite to an Epstein party. This does not prove that Musk visited Epstein's island, but it does prove extensive communication between the two and that he actively inquired about the island. And then there's former British royal Andrew Mountbatten, previously called Prince Andrew. Newly released photos shows Andrew crouching over a woman on the floor. The woman is on her back, her face blurred, his hand on her side. No date and no context. The files also show Epstein offering Andrew introductions. A clever, beautiful Russian woman. Andrew replied he'd be delighted. There are emails of him inviting Epstein to Buckingham Palace, promising privacy after his release from house arrest. And previously, sex trafficking survivor Virginia Giuffre has alleged Epstein trafficked her to Andrew 3 times, twice when she was 17 years old. Andrew has denied it all, yet paid a multi-million-pound settlement in 2022. Andrew has since lost his titles and his standing. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer now says Andrew should testify before the US Congress. Well, Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in a New York prison in 2019, but his disgraced legacy still lingers in emails, photographs, and invitations never meant to be public. For Gates, Musk, Andrew, and others, the verdict may not come from a courtroom, but from history, memory, and the company they chose to keep. The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news? From battlefields to negotiation tables, from internet outrage to real-world injustice. The conversations everyone is having and the ones they're avoiding. It's the same show, but this new year, Firstpost America gets a new look. I'm Cary Johnston, and this is Firstpost America.